これで終わらせます。冷静じゃ。挽回悪化の咎め。
デスティーノ・アロガンテ。
Hey, what is going on, guys? This is your boy the Death Smasher, and welcome back to another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today we are back with a Who is Better. Oh wait, no, this is not a Who is Better. This is a Who is the best speed Arrancar Killer in the game video. Because now we're gonna be comparing the top 3 best Arrancar Killers for speed that we currently have in the game as of today, January 2020. And we have, by far, the brand newly released Can't Fear Your Own World Barragan, which we did get a month ago. He's pretty good, not gonna lie. I did give him some crap, but I still do stand by the fact that he was the shafted of Can't Fear Your Own World Round 4, which was really sad because he is the king of Hueco and they decided to just give him the shaft. Then we got CFYOW Society Momo, which we pretty much got last year, right on Valentine's Day, and she is very soon going to be a year old by the time we get the next Valentine's Day banner. Of course, you'll be able to summon for her. And then we have the oldest of the 3 being 1000 Year Blood War Rukia / Bankai Rukia and whatnot. And before all these other 2 Arrancar Killers came out, she was by far the best and the most valued Arrancar Killer you could take into the game. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a look at their stats and skills. And then we're going to go ahead and go into the gameplay to actually compare their kits. And then when we go ahead and do an actual damage testing, I'll have the video split into 3 sections, being in one part. Because I don't have duplicate accessories for every one of them, so all of them will be running Tide, Pill, and Bait with 30% SP. All 3 are 10, 10, 10, so they're going to be running nothing but strong attack recharge links. But anyways, let's just go ahead and take a look at their stats first, shall we? So, Rukia, of course, is going to be a Soul Reaper unit with Arrancar Killer. She's got 1046 stamina, attack at 648, 357 defense, focus at 345, and an SP of 745. She's got a strong attack damage link, so she's got no cooldowns on her strong attacks, but to compensate, she will actually be doing a bit more damage with her strong attacks. And she's melee, she's got freeze on everything, debilitating freeze, mind you. She's got a 20% bruiser, devastation at 40%. She has freeze immunity and is by far the first unit to ever start the whole trend of status ailment immunities that a lot of units have today. She's got long reach 20%, frenzy, and debilitator like I stated before, and she's got sprinter. That's her skills and stats. And now if we go and take a look at CFYOW Society Momo, she does have way better stats, minus her attack and focus. And I guess stamina, I think. I'm gonna have to check back. I don't pay too much attention to the stamina. She too is a Soul Reaper unit, but this time, instead of having strong attack damage, she's got strong attack recharge. So she will have her cooldowns back very fast. So she's got 1052 stamina, attack at 638, defense at 365, focus at 341, and her SP is at 770. So yeah, she does have a higher SP than Manga Rukia. And now if we take a look at her kit, she's got no debilitating status ailments. That being said, she does have a charged 3rd strong attack, but let's just go and take a look at her skills first. So she's got 20% bruiser, 40% devastation, she's got poison immunity, so at least that's really good. She's got long reach at 20%, she's got frenzy, she's got weakened defense, so this is really good because it does compensate for having no status ailments on her kit. And of course, she has sprinter. Now, the one sad thing about this Momo is that she doesn't have Havoc like Manga Renji. So her 3rd strong attack, once charged, is only going to be 900 radius. So it's not going to be the typical full screen radius that we'll be getting for a lot of the characters. But anyways, that's Momo for you. And now, let's just go and take a look at Barragan, who is by far the newest Arrancar Killer of the 3. Now, Barragan is an Arrancar / Espada character, so here things do change up a bit. But that being said, he has vastly higher stats compared to Rukia and Momo, but his attack stat is still not as high as Manga Rukia. But that being said, he also has Recharge as his sole trait, and of course, we already know what killer he has. He has a stamina of 1094, attack at 642, defense at 352, focus at 351, and an SP of 798. So out of the three, he obviously has the highest SP out of all the characters. And now if you take a look at his attacks, he's a ranged character. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's actually completely fine. He's got weakening on everything, a debilitating one. And his skills, he's got a 20% bruiser, 20% berserker. So he already has an advantage over Manga Rukia and Momo because he's got both strong attack recharge as a link and has an innate strong attack damage link, which is already in and of itself pretty good because you'll also be getting cooldowns while being able to do more damage with your strong attacks without having to give him a strong attack damage link. He's got Devastation 40%, Last Ditch Survival at 100%, so he will be able to revive himself up to 20 to 30% of his health once down. He's got Weaken Immunity, Frenzy, Debilitator, and Sprinter. So that's their stats and skills, and now we're going to go ahead and go into the gameplay without any sort of accessories because we're only going to be comparing their kits first, and then we will jump right into the gameplay. So I'll see you guys on a random raid. We're not going to be doing any sort of damage testing. We're just going to go ahead and compare their kits first. Alright guys, so here we are into the 5-star raid. Now, like I stated before, we're not going to be doing any sort of damage test because none of these three characters have any sort of accessories or links, minus these little bonus boosters that we have here, which I forgot to deactivate. So we're going to be comparing their kits side by side for all three of the characters. Okay, so we're going to start off with comparing their normal attack damage strings. But that being said, keep in mind that Barragan will have pretty much a slight disadvantage just because of the simple fact that he's got range collision on his normal attacks. While Rukia and Momo both have melee collision on their normal attacks, so they will be hitting pretty nasty should you guys build them correctly with Chappy, Hollow Baits, the wooden swords, and basically give them triple 25 Nadlinks. And they both have long reach, so they have a good radius of 450 when it comes to using their normal attack damage strings. That being said, Rukia, she does have decent range. I'll give her that much. She's at least able to get what's in front of her, so which is good. You can get in pretty close to the enemy and be able to take him out easily. That being said, Momo has a slightly bigger advantage compared to Manga Rukia's. On her third string, it becomes an AoE type of normal attack damage string. For only that short second, and apparently on Soldex, her fourth is also AoE. But other than that, she has the best of the best in terms of normal attack damaging strings. Like, it's just so good. You will even be able to get mobs that are behind her, which is pretty good. Now, Barragan, again, this guy is ranged. He's got range collision on his normal attacks. Doesn't reach too far, even though it's 500 radius. But it's a projectile attack, so you're not going to be doing good damage with it. So, winner goes to Momo in terms of normal attack damaging string. Rukia second, and Barragan third. Now, up next, we will go ahead and begin comparing their characters for strong attacks. So, starting off directly with Rukia. She basically has a lunge. Both her and Momo have pretty much the same range, just that Momo's, because she has a cooldown reduction as a base soul trait, it's going to take a second less for her first strong attack to come back. While Rukia's, it takes about 8 seconds, while Momo's, it takes about 7 seconds, as you guys can see right here. But that being said, the character who has the best first strong attack has to be Canfiron or Barragan. It's not a lunge, so it will not move himself forward and be able to clear runs faster. However, he's got really insane first strong attack. It has melee collision. It has a wide spread. It's similar to FBI's second strong attack. And the best part about this is that he has cooldown. And he also has a Berserker of 20% as a skill. So he basically inherits both the kind of playstyles of Momo and Rukia into one character. So while doing damage, you will also have the strong attack back in only a matter of 7 seconds. Which is pretty good, so Barragan takes the win for the best first strong attack. And now, we will go ahead and compare both of the characters' second strong attacks. Now, Rukia's second strong attack is more or less kind of a vortex, but at the same time, it actually isn't a vortex, believe it or not, because her second strong attack, it's an AoE attack, but the thing about this is that it starts off at being 96% mag, and then pretty much switches to becoming 24%, so it's not going to do the best of the best damage. And you guys want to know the worst part about this second strong attack? It locks Rukia into place. So if you want to be able to flash step cancel your second strong attack, you can't do that. Now Momo's, on the other hand, is an AoE attack, very similar to Manga Toshiro's and a lot of other characters that have a good AoE attack. It gets everything that is in front of her, which is insane. And of course, you will be able to flash step cancel that shit like a pro. So that's also really good in guild quests, and also great for when it comes to dodging. That being said, the unit that has the worst second strong attack actually has to be Canfiron with Barragan, because he actually low-key has a 26 hit vortex. And trust me, it's even worse than Manga Rukia's second strong attack, because it starts off being melee collision with 60% mag, and then switches to being range collision having 8% mag. And oh, would you look at that, by accident I hit some of the mobs. It doesn't matter, we'll just go on. So yeah, Barragan has by far the worst second strong attack out of the two. Like, just so bad, like, really. So the winner for the second strong attack pretty much goes to Momo. And now for their third strong attack, of course, Rukia and Barragan's are the only strong attacks where it isn't charged, while Momo has a charged third strong attack. Of course, her base radius, when it's not charged, it's actually around 750, which is okay. It's actually okay for once, because it's almost full screen. It's like 250 points off, and then when you charge it, it becomes 900 radius. So at the end of the day, that's at least going to be good, because you'll have somewhat of a semi-full screen attack, and you'll be able to do great numbers when it comes to using her third strong attack. Now Barragan's, like I stated before, it's not a charge move, but here's where shit goes downhill. It's 900 radius. That is literally the big problem. He has 900 radius on that third full screen strong attack, which isn't even full screen, mind you. It only has 900 radius, where it's pretty much to the point where Momo's third strong attack is actually way better than Barragan's, because yes, it's 900 radius, but because it's a charged move, she's gonna do way more damage than Barragan. just by that fact alone, because not even its 20% Berserker is gonna be matched up with Momo's charged third strong attack. While Manga Rukia's, on the other hand, it's full screen. Full screen, 1000 radius, will be able to get everything in sight. And that being said, it does take a while for her third strong attack to recharge compared to Momo and Barragan's, but at the very least, she will be able to get everything that is in her way. So now to actually evaluating the kit, Momo wins in terms of having the best normal attack damage string. Barragan wins in terms of having the best first strong attack. Momo wins in terms of having the best second strong attack. And Rukia wins in terms of having the best third strong attack. So yeah, that's basically all of the characters' kits in a nutshell. And now that we're basically done, we will finally go ahead and jump onto the same Hallibell raid and run them with Rukia, Momo, and Barragan. The builds will practically be full recharge with a Holobait, Pill, and Tenjitai, or with 30% SP. All three characters are 10-10-10, so they will be compared equally. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next part of the video, guys. At the end of the day, after comparing all three of these Arrancar Killers, I can definitely say that there are just a lot of things that we just still don't have the best perfect Arrancar Killer out there for speed, but we're bound to get one sometime that will surpass all three of these characters together and actually stay at #1 without having too many mixed opinions and whatnot. But as it stands right now, I'll give Barragan props. I'll really give him props because he does have the best stats and skills. But his gameplay doesn't really completely compensate. Like, okay, he's got the best for a strong attack, but what's the point of it if he doesn't have a third full screen strong attack? I mean, it would have been best if it were a charged strong attack rather than a 900 radius standard third strong attack, because Momo does way more damage on her third compared to Barragan, and she only needs to charge it, and that's it. And she doesn't even have a innate berserker like Barragan. And another thing I forgot to point out in the original recording video is the fact that Barragan's second strong attack is actually way worse than Rukia's. That being said, he does have the same problem as Rukia, where he actually stays locked on after using it, but the second strong attack does way less damage, and it's more to be used as a vortex for GQ, considering it's a 26 hit vortex. And again, his magnifications on that second strong attack are extremely... So, I'm gonna have to put him onto third place, that's for sure. Now, the final spot is between Manga Rukia and Momo. And I'm gonna be honest here, Rukia has a better advantage in terms of having a full screen third strong attack, and the fact that she has freeze on everything, and of course their first strong attacks are actually the same. But where she really has as a letdown is her second strong attack, because it doesn't do the best damage. You need to get really close to it, and not a lot of people are gonna like that. And Momo, overall, has a way better kit. So, the best Arrancar Killer has to go to Momo. So Momo is currently the best Arrancar Killer in the game for speed, and she's actually a bit easier to pull compared to Thousand Year Blood War and Pantheon World characters, considering seasonals do come back, they get featured in some random filler banners. It's just only a matter of time until she comes back. We'll be able to summon for her next month. Now, of course, it's weird because she does have a charged third strong attack and not a full screen, but in terms of being very consistent, now forget about the runs that I did with her, because it wasn't really about doing the speed runs. It was more or less about doing the damage. Let me just point that out right now before you guys go into the comment section. In terms of doing the most consistent damage, she just takes the cake, unlike all these other Arrancar Killers that we have in right here. So yeah, that basically concludes the discussion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been your boy the Death Smasher, and I'm signing out. Peace out, lads.
If that can come true, no more tears shall drop from your